Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. You know who I am, and I hate all of you. Meow. Thanks, Susie. Today's little token chat is about the journey to Moria. Journey to Moria? Yep. Of course, during the course of our little Token Thursdays chats, we have been discussing Moria at length for a few weeks now, so I figure, hey, it's time for us to bite the bullet and talk about it. So, before we go any further, what's the deal with Moria? I'm glad you asked, Susie, because in Moria, it's okay. Before we begin, Moria had been the site of a great dwarven kingdom, and the dwarves had gotten mithril and gold and all kinds of beautiful jewels from Moria. But unfortunately, a tragedy happened. What's the tragedy? The tragedy was that a Balrog showed up. A Balrog? Yes, a Balrog. He killed their king and many dwarves, and everybody who didn't die ran out of that mountain. Oh no. What a tragedy. Of course, though, did they ever go back to Moria? Oh, they tried, because according to the Hobbit, they tried to go back, but unfortunately, well, you know the drill. The warrior gets killed by Azog. Ah! I hate that guy. I just cannot stand that Azog. He thinks he's so great. When that's all look at me. I'm the pale orc. I'm glad in the Hobbit movie Thorin chopped his arm off. Oh yeah. Of course in the book he killed him. Actually it was Dane. But hey, in the movies we needed to have a bad guy chasing after him instead of having one just sitting around his thumbs waiting for them. So as I decided to wait. Yep, of course. Azog had been living in Moria with his people. Ah! I wish I could pull out my hair. Yes, I wish I could pull out my hair too. But that I fought for Moria. Yep, they fought for Moria. And of course, the minute Thorin cuts off Azog's arm, the battle's over. I know, but it was a tragedy that they couldn't get their kingdom back. Yep, of course. Later on, we talk about the third attempt to go back to Moria. Of course, assuming that 97% of the orcs were killed off in the Battle of the Five Armies, Balin takes a group of dwarves and they all set off for Moria. What? You mean Balin from the Hobbit went to Moria? Gah! I cannot stand him now. His death makes me mad. I thought you laughed at people when their favorite characters die. Yes, I do, but not like that. I know. But when Balin died, he got shot. Uh-huh. And then, of course, many dwarves died trying to hold on to the kingdom. Of course, the 3% of all living orcs ended up taking back the kingdom. Ah! And Ori was the last to die. Ah! I mean, isn't that sad, though? I know. I keep looking at Balin and Ori. And Balin was a guy in his grave. And Ori was a guy sitting next to the grave. Ah! I know. And don't forget, Owen got eaten by that monster that tried to eat Frodo. Ah! him too. And he was supposed to be Gimli's uncle. Ah, I know. What a tragedy. Ah, so, which is why Alice, Berengard, Silver, and Lainey asked us to tell them about Moria. But I figure we need to discuss it before we go talking to them tomorrow. Of course. Well, I don't know about you, but it's gonna be real sad when we have to tell them that characters they like die. So that's why we're doing the Journey to Moria. What if somebody made a movie out of that? The Journey to Moria? Yep. We need to figure out what would motivate Balin to go back to Moria. Thorin, Billy, and Kelly died. I know. How devastating. They all did not deserve to die. I know. I hate you, Azog, and I hate you, Bolg, and I hope you both die. A horrible death from a spear to the head, courtesy of Obara Sand. Wow, you just can't stop. I will not stop until every character I don't like is killed by Obara Sand. Well, good luck with that, Susie. Maybe you should make a fanfic called Obara Kills Everyone. Like, take a character that everybody hates, make Obara face him, and then after that, she kills him with her spear. Okay, fine, I will do that later. So anyway, in Journey to Moria, we have to figure out what motivated Balin to go back. Why would Ori go off with Balin, even though Moria was dangerous? And don't forget, Balin's dad died there. Yep, and that too. Balin's father did die over there. And plus, I do recall writing a story about what happened when Gimli goes to Moria with the Fellowship of the Ring, and he finds out that his uncle had died down there. Not only did his uncles die, but Ori died as well. Yep, and Dwalin and Gloin are completely torn up. And then Dory and Nori are sobbing. And the other remaining company members also weep, as did many dwarves living in Erebor. Ah! Everybody dies. Why does Tolkien continue to torture us? I know. To everybody out there who is weeping as they're listening to this broadcast, here, reach for the nearest. Okay, grab the nearest box of Kleenex because you're going to need it. So, first we have to figure out what motivated Balin. Yep, he just couldn't. He probably didn't want to stay anymore, and he didn't want to stay in Erebor anymore because, well, too many sad memories. Watching Thorin die was one of them. Ah, I know, such a tragedy. Yep. Next, we have to figure out what motivated Ori and Oin to go with him, and then after that, we have to see what happened when they went down to Moria and how they managed to live there for 5 years in their own little colony. And then we have to figure out why they died. Why they all died. Well, it was a good thing the Balrog didn't show up or it would have been a lot more tragic. Yep. So, of course, when you saw Lord of the Rings and they were in Moria, you see Gimli crying, and then you think to yourself, wow, This is sad. But there was just no time to go into that because, well, they had to beat up orcs that lived down there and trolls and the Balrog. Ugh. So, of course, then you go and see the Hobbit movies and you start to get to know Balin, the grandmotherly type character, Dumbledore, where should I take a bee? And then you see Ori, poor little shy Ori who's either knitting something or writing things down in his journal. And then you see Oin, the healer. You spend plenty of time around these guys. You start to get to know them, get to see their personalities. You, and then, of course, then you go back to watching Lord of the Rings. And then, boom, it hits you just as hard as it hits Gimli. So that's why when Gimli saw Balin's grave, he wept. Wow. I hope that Azog and Bo and all those other orcs got what they deserve. Yes, yes, they did. Well, thank you for tuning into this broadcast. And next week, we're going to be discussing the Silmarillion. Nope. We're going to be discussing some unfinished tales. The tales that Tolkien didn't finish writing. So, you know who I am, and you know what's going on. So, peace and stay pure. Meow.